What if your body isn't the problem? What if the thing you've been trying to fix is actually the thing that's been trying to help you? For years, we've been taught to fight our bodies, control them, force them, punish them. But what if your body isn't betraying you? What if it's asking for support instead of force? If you found yourself here, there's a good chance you're a woman who looks like she has it all together on the outside. You're responsible, capable, the one everyone else can count on. But underneath all of that, you're exhausted. Maybe you're tired of starting over every Monday. Maybe you're frustrated that all that used to work doesn't seem to work anymore. Maybe you've tried the diets, the plans, the supplements, the workouts, the hormones, the experts, and all of the advice the internet has to offer. And despite all of that effort, you still don't feel like yourself. If that's where you are, I want you to know something. You are in the right place, and your body is not betraying you. In fact, one of the biggest shifts I've made in my own life is realizing that my body was never the enemy. It wasn't working against me, it was communicating with me. It wasn't asking for force, it was asking for support. For so many years, so many of us have been taught that health comes through discipline, restriction, control, and more pressure. But what if the answer isn't punishment? What if the answer is partnership? That's what this channel is all about. Around here, we're learning how to stop fighting our bodies and start working with them. We'll talk about health, fitness, nervous system healing, emotional eating, self-trust, consistency, hormones, aging, mindset, and real life wellness. Not wellness that only works when life is perfect. Real life wellness. The kind that works when you're busy, when you're traveling, when life feels messy, when you're navigating midlife, hormones, priorities, and maybe even changing a sense of who you are. Because the goal isn't to become a different person. The goal is to feel like yourself again, to feel at home in your body, to stop living in shame, guilt, and the cycle of constantly starting over, and to build a relationship with yourself that feels supportive instead of exhausting. If you're a high functioning woman who doesn't quite feel like herself anymore, if you're tired of fighting your body, if you're ready to create health through partnership instead of punishment, you're in the right place. My name is Leslie, and I'm so glad you're here. Subscribe and join us as we learn to de-shame our bodies, rebuild self-trust, and create sustainable health that actually works in real life. Because healing doesn't happen when we fight ourselves. It happens when we learn to work with ourselves. And remember, my body and I are on the same team.